Howdy folks, welcome back. Welcome to the channel for the first time. If you haven't been here before, I'm Don. I react to non-pop country music. And Billy Walker's Del Rio fits that description perfectly. I don't know the song, but I know Billy Walker and he's not pop. And also, Kyle Perkins made a gift to the channel for me to do this one. And KP knows his stuff when it comes to music. So KP, thank you for the gift and request, but I know that this is going to be a good one. So Del Rio means of the river or from the river, and Espanol in Spanish. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, it's been a little bit since I've done a Billy Walker song. Yeah, I do mostly traditional music reactions here, but sometimes it's folk, bluegrass, western, Texas swing. It's just not pop. Oh, that Mexicali feel. Tijuana.
In a village not far from the border of old Mexico.
There we go.
I wandered one night for reasons that I'll never know. I guess that the thought of a woman was strong on my mind.
I bet.
And where there's a woman, there's always danger behind.
Uh-huh.
In Del Rio, a town that's as cruel as can be. Del Rio, is this the last place I'll see?
Wait, you hear that backing, okay? It has a haunting feel to it. I've been focusing on backing now for about 1.5 years or 2 years, trying to pick up on what is the producer trying to communicate, depending on how the backing comes in, whether it's a male, female, whether it's like 3 people or 1, when they come in, when they go out, when in the narrative do they come in. But listen to the haunting sound of these female backing artists, and it's like, oh yeah, he's in for trouble.
The town was asleep except for one lone cabaret. I ordered tequila and a song that the band would soon play. She grabbed at my coat and said that this dance would be mine. He reached for his knife and I knew that I hadn't much time.
Oh.
In Del Rio, a town that's as cruel as can be.
Cruel?
Del Rio, is this the last place I'll see?
Love that picking.
I grabbed at my gun and fired as he threw his knife. My bullet went crashing and instantly took out his life. But my movement was slow and his knife went right where he threw.
Ow!
She's standing there laughing while I lie here unable to move. In Del Rio, a town that's as cruel as can be.
That's cruel. She's laughing at him.
Del Rio, is this the last place I'll see?
Well, he returned to the chorus or whatever, the refrain, is this the last place I'll see? The implication is yes, the knife hit where he threw it. He was unable to move, probably bled out because she's standing there laughing. The town is cruel, and this cabaret was probably the epicenter of the cruelty. And so they would have just let him bleed out, and that was the last place he saw. But she had said, she grabbed his coat early in the song and said, this dance is mine. And then he drew his knife, threw it while he threw his gun. So, I mean, you could picture it, but this was a setup. It was probably common. I was in Acapulco about 40 years ago. I was just talking with friends about this the other day, about my trip to Acapulco. It was fun. But I remember going to a club with my buddy, and everybody's drinking tequila and dancing and all this stuff. I remember there's this one woman from across the room, Mexican, beautiful woman, probably from about 4 or 5 tables over, looking over and just smiling at me. Now, I was a naive American, and I'm just sort of like smiling back, and I'm just wondering, like, what's the game here? I didn't make a move on her or anything like that and such. But when I look back, I think it was really unusual for a woman who doesn't know me from across the room to be smiling and this kind of stuff. And I'm thinking it wasn't necessarily a setup for violence like this here, but there were some shady things that happened, and you never know, she wasn't working for somebody where I could have been robbed if, she and I went outside and started making out or whatever we would do. I'm so glad I didn't make a move in any way. And it's kind of like the longer you live, the more certain songs in traditional country can bring up memories of things that either happened or could have happened. But I love the traditional country for the fact that they'll bring up songs like this. I don't know other genres. Like I grew up on rock, rock into country. I went from rock into country, and I'm also rocking the country now. And like there weren't songs like this that talked about things in Mexico. And because a lot of country comes out of Texas and the southern parts of the states, Mississippi, Alabama, and all that and Arkansas, of course, Johnny Cash and others, and now Joe Nichols, the new guy, relatively. But you've got that Mexican influence and references and the border and all that. And I love that part of it. So KP is a hell of a song, man. Yeah, and I loved the picking in it. And there's a beauty and simplicity. And there wasn't a lot thrown into not a lot of ingredients in this song. It really was about the narrative and the picking to support that narrative. And I know there's just some times where it's so nice just to have something really simple, because it just narrows your mind. You're in the storyline in this one. And there were three players, but he had a hankering for a woman, and he went to a town that he shouldn't have gone to, and it cost him his life. That's how this one went. So, all right, I'm going to rate this one. And this doesn't happen a lot. It's probably happened maybe a dozen times of the 6,000 or so videos I've reacted to or reviewed. And the number that popped into my head was an 895. But I'm going to a 9.0 in honor not only of Montauk Ed, but in honor of the narrative and of this man's life, that for the desire, I can't say the love of a woman, but the desire for a woman cost him. Yikes. I don't know. Guys, girls. All right, folks. From Asheville, North Carolina, tomorrow it will be Nashville, Tennessee. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video, and keep rocking the country. And KP, in September, I should be seeing you in Nashville. See you again, folks.
She grabbed at my coat and said that this dance would be mine. He reached for his knife and I knew that I hadn't much time. In Del Rio, a town that's as cruel as can be. Del Rio, is this the last place I'll see?